Good morning. Somebody suggested on one of my videos that I do a video in the morning, like right when I get up. So I'm doing this just as an experiment how it works. I wish I could do dream videos, but I just cannot remember my dreams at all these days. All I remember is that I had a dream, but I don't remember my dreams. Whatever. But I did wake up this morning with something in my mind, and that's ascension. The reason that I am thinking of ascension is that I'm listening to audiobook, David Wilcock's book, Shift of the Ages, which I think is about ascension. I got like 5 chapters into it or something like that. Okay, just listening to it with my natural view program. I love it, doing it like that. But anyways, I'm no, what you call it, I'm no pro the subject, but I just have some insights. Okay, the idea of ascension is that we're going to get up to the 4th dimension, which is closer to heaven. It's another density. Another density of reality, of existence. It has been an idea from the Christians called the Rapture, I think, where all Christians get to go to heaven and everybody else, I guess, goes to hell. And I guess originally it was the ascension idea. The rest is like to make a joke, all the rest get pulled up to heaven from their dreadlocks, and everybody else stays on earth. That all happens like at one time. And I haven't gotten all the way through all the books, but I'm thinking maybe David Wilcock believes that too. After December 21st, 2012, like, you're standing next to somebody, they get to go to the 4th dimension, and then they do, and then they'll just disappear right in front of you, and then you stay here in the 3rd dimension, and like people in the 3rd dimension will disappear to people in the 4th dimension. That's kind of a question. Is that true? If anybody watches this video, kind of like that book in the Celestian Prophecy at the end of it where they disappear. Anyways, now I just have some insights in that. I guess scientifically talking about the Earth going into 4th dimension is this interesting thing about well, we all know how gravity increases exponentially, or I guess we don't all know that, but gravity does increase exponentially. That's how gravity actually works. So like if a satellite is falling into the Earth, or a comet or whatever, it'll come to the Earth, and if it's 400 kilometers, the Earth is tugging at it 4 times as much as if it was only 800 kilometers, and now it's 100 kilometers, and then it's instead of being tugged on twice as much as at 200 kilometers, it's being tugged on like 4 times as much. So it just gets exponentially faster as it gets closer, and then it just falls down. And and that's how gravity works. And gravity is a hyperdimensional reality. That's why we can't see it. But that's also how the orbit of planets around the sun works. You have Mercury, and then you have what is it? Venus, which is twice as far from the sun as Mercury, And then you have Earth, which is 4 times as far from the sun as Venus, and then Mars, which is actually I'm not looking at the graph, but I think it's like that. And then it goes all the way out to Uranus. And so the next planet is twice as far from the sun as the planet before it. So the placements of the gravity increases exponentially as well. And that's due to gravity. And I think the idea is that the third three-dimensional sun is the sun that we can see, but then you have the sun in other dimensions, which we can't see, is actually a lot bigger. So then you would have, fourth dimensional sun, which goes out to about where Mercury is, and then you have fifth dimensional sun, which goes out to where Venus is, and then the sixth dimensional sun goes out to where the Earth is, and then it goes on and on and on out to and that the planet is revolving around the surface of the sun in a hyperdimension. At least I just only heard it once in the book lesson. I'm just recording my thoughts as I go along because it's interesting. I can listen to it all later when I'm bored or something, but the Mayan calendar also works like that. It's an exponential calendar that counts down from the beginning of the universe to the present exponentially in increments of multiples of 20. So they start the universe 16 billion years ago, when scientists nowadays think that it's 13 billion years. And then it goes down to, I don't know what they're called, but then some other age. I think it was when the Earth started having life, and then, which is like 1/20th of the age of the universe. So maybe when the Earth was born, and then 1/20th of that age before it, Earth started having life. 1/20th of the age before that. For example, dinosaurs died 1/20th before that, so it's going 1/20th from the one before it, so it's going down exponentially. And then when the Earth was created, according to the Mayan calendar, that was 3,800 BC, which was 5,200 years ago, which was the same exact date as the beginning of the Middle Easterner society, the Sumerians. My brain doesn't work very well in the mornings when I get up, but it's still fun. And then 1/20th of 5,200 years is oh man, my math isn't working so good either. Maybe when I think it was 1730, and that was a bit major time. That was when we went through the end of monarchies, and we started having democracies. And the one after that was 1998, and that's when we had this big computer revolution, internet and stuff. And then the one after that is like May of 2000, or a couple months before, December 21st, 2012, and then we have 2012. And so it's interesting to see that expresses the same concept as gravity and the revolution of the Earth. Now, I saw in a video that we have a massive black hole in the middle of the galaxy. It's so big that when it collapses, the gravity of it spins around so fast that it actually flattens it out, and the flattening of it goes all the way out to the edge of the galaxy. So when our Earth is coming down, oh man, I'm running out of time. Our Earth is actually spinning around the galaxy, I think, once every 26,000 years. Only it does it at an angle, kind of like how Pluto does. So every 12,000 years we actually cross that plane that is splitting out, and that's a hyperdimensional plane, and that's actually what's making us go into the fourth dimension and then switch and have a pole shift and have another dimension. Okay, now what do I believe about somebody disappearing in front of you? I don't know. I don't believe it. I think that's just for reincarnation purposes, but I'm out of time.